Grand Wizard is a huge disappointment. He can't even cast Fireball. Nope. Oh god.
The corpse to serve me.
I've seen the American way of ignorance, always mentioning the First Amendment. Most countries in the West have freedom of speech. You're not special. What other country in the West? How much? This is no. Sorry. We gotta move on. Like yeah, we don't have time. Yeah, because it's about to start, and so yeah, I just don't have time for this.
Executive orders. It says Eddie's just getting started. So we know that there's more than 200 executive orders to be signed by the Commander-in-Chief. And again, these are all common sense leadership policies, common sense America First policies for our country. And looking forward to seeing that happen here in this nation. We could, at any minute now, it's 4 o'clock, top of the hour.
Yeah, it should be happening, right?
Streaming in live right now on Rumble and on
let me get the sound set up.
Out there as we get ready for this here at any minute. So as soon as we see a feed there inside the press briefing room, we'll be going there live. And again, President Trump, I'm hearing that he'll be expected to make an announcement about infrastructure, but possibly with artificial intelligence as well. So we'll see what that's about. And then he'll be taking questions from the press. So we'll see all of that right here live on Right Side Broadcasting Network. And if you'd like to follow us on True Social, it's at RSBN. Also on X at RSB Network. If you'd like to donate to the network, all you have to do is text RSBN to 801-801. So it's texting RSBN to 801-801. As you see there on...
Okay, we're going to get to it whenever we get to it. It's going to happen whenever it happens. Currently, the happening levels are very low. Soon it will happen. So yeah, that's it. Is he buying Mexico? Well, I don't know yet. We might annex Mexico, something like that. What are your thoughts on Trump stopping all funding to Ukraine, hence stopping all wars without U.S. funding? Ukraine would lose. I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know about that. Yeah, bring Mexico in at this point. I mean, it would solve a bunch of problems, right? I mean, shit. Biden never once did a press conference in the press briefing room to take questions, not once. Let that sink in. Well, it's because, so my mom, back in the day when Biden first took office, she was convinced that Biden actually wasn't the president and Trump actually was the president, and that Biden was in a Hollywood set pretending to be the president while Trump was the actual president. And I remember, because I was talking to her about this QAnon stuff, because she got really into QAnon. And I remember I said to her, how many times are they going to say 2 weeks until you realize that it's not going to happen? And I remember she was cooking dinner, and she had the oven open, and she was just like, shut the oven. She's like, I don't know. And I feel like I talked to her maybe 2 or 3 times after that about QAnon, and then she stopped paying attention to it. Like, yeah, bro, like, yeah, she gave up. She's like, you know what? Yeah. Why doesn't Trump just annex Ukraine? Hear about Canada saying that they'll make energy unaffordable for us if Trump imposes tariffs? Look, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I didn't see that, though. Obama's the actual president. Trump's just taking his advice. Yeah. I will say that I think Obama, so for giving speeches for, my whole life, who is the best guy at giving speeches? If I had to say my top 3, it would be Bill Clinton, Obama, and, Super Saiyan 3 Biden, right? Which is, Biden from, 2012 or 2008. Yeah, I would say Bush. I don't know about Bush. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Reagan, see, I wasn't around during Reagan, right? I wasn't. Clinton, Obama, Trump, Biden. Well, like I'm talking about like Super Saiyan Biden, like not fucking like you know, like Biden now is like King Vendrick in Dark Souls 2, you know, something like that. Abraham Lincoln. Well, I don't think they have videos of Abraham Lincoln. I don't think they did, right? Like any did he ever live stream? I don't think he did. So yeah, giving great speeches. Hitler, he brainwashed the whole country. Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously people like that are persuasive. I think that there's a huge, people have a huge problem with not being able to acknowledge strengths in their enemies. And I think that causes them to underestimate their enemies and lose. Like, if you can't acknowledge why your enemy is succeeding and you know, like, overcoming you, there's a big reason for it. And you're never going to win. Old Testament? Yeah, exactly. Speeches are written by Goebbels. Well, he was good at that. He was good at saying them. It's actually crazy because, like, so I didn't even know that Hitler didn't have any of his speeches translated. It just never really occurred to me. I never really watched the hit. Oh. Wait, no, this is from yesterday, man. Guy, calm down. Settle down. And so as soon as they got AI translated, it automatically red-pilled like a bunch of young guys. Like tons of young guys just got super red-pilled by Hitler speeches that got AI translated. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but it did. Nice Carmen Sandiego there. So you don't have to wonder where in the world she is. Yeah, I don't know. Turn on the volume. There's nothing going on right now. There's nothing happening. Like when this happens, and I'll start. It were surprisingly articulate. Well, no, a lot of the people that were like part of the leadership of like Nazis, like it's the same thing as I remember. This is gonna be another clip. Do you want to know the worst thing about like when I did that Twitcher terrorist game? I was listening to some of these guys that were terrorists, and I was like, man, these guys really know how to communicate. They do. They do. And I'm like, they're way more well-spoken than the streamers. And I was basing it off of like, hey, whoever speaks with the most intelligence or like in the most historical context or like with the best English, that guy's probably the terrorist. No, and it makes sense, right? No, it makes fucking sense. Because if you are convincing enough, if you need people to blow themselves up in your behalf, you've got to be really fucking convincing. Think about it. What, are we going to pretend like this isn't the case? Tons of these people are massively charismatic. Absolutely. High charisma build? Yes. I get what you're saying. Yeah, you do. And listen, guys, I've got a lot of ways of saying things that might not sound right, but they are right. Yeah. That's why I'm good at talking. I have childhood dreams being embarrassed. Okay, why don't you calm down? And that wasn't exactly what it was, by the way. But anyway, so asthma on an 8-week vacation. I'm telling you guys, like, it's true. Absolutely fucking true. People get so mad over shit like this, but it's the fact. Those guys are carrying. Look at Charles Manson. Like, if you listen to him in an interview, I'm like, oh, this guy's pretty cool. Like, I mean, then he talks about like killing people and like, you know, he's like racist. It's like, okay, well, that's not cool. But before that, it's like, yeah, he's very charismatic. Yeah, look at Ted Bundy. That's another good example. Light Yagami? Yeah, people like Light Yagami. That's a great example. Yes. What's the difference between a terrorist and a freedom fighter? The outcome? Most of the time? Yeah, the outcome, like, yeah. That's it. If you believe in their values, yeah, exactly. Who you support, yeah, win it. That's it. whoever wins depends on which side you're on. There you go. Freedom fighter is a terrorist that won. Yeah, I mean, like, keep in mind that if we lost the American Revolution, like, think about how we look at the Confederacy nowadays. The Confederacy is like, you know, these guys were not so good, right? But if the Confederacy had won, dude, we wouldn't be having, like, there would be, like, Robert E. Lee Day, there would be Robert E. Lee Week. It's like there'd be all kinds of stuff about Robert E. Lee. And, like, now we don't have too many of those anymore, right? And so, yeah, like you said, it's funny, the good guys always win. I didn't say that, Norm MacDonald said that. But, yes. What are your honest thoughts on Trump's inauguration speech yesterday, then? I think that his baseline inauguration speech was really good. That's it. I do. I think it was a really good one. Yeah, very good speech. It was getting great ratings. Everybody loved it. But no, I thought it was pretty good. Teleprompter Trump is so good. I actually think it is. Because Trump has like a way of speaking, and this is like just my opinion, that sounds very disingenuous and dishonest. So like, for him, like I would
Avísenlo.
We live and learn against a beautiful landscape that embodies the soul of the West, where the resilient...
Me to join period, so we can summon more of them, and 20% additional physical damage reduction with a lot of damage, life, and elemental resistance. You generally want them to have a lot of life because that for them, and 20%, and then we move all the way upstairs to where it starts recharging. My Grin Renmans start earlier, and it starts just sooner with the dependable ward. And then we move all the way upstairs to minions have reduced reservation because we don't want them to take up that much spirit, so we can summon more of them, and 20% additional physical damage reduction with a lot of damage, life, and elemental resistance. You generally want them to have a lot of life because that deals more damage on your Hellhound and on your Infernal Legion. And just as an example, instead of spending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points in here, I could go for 2 points for more attributes, still keep up the path, and maybe take these 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Because this is as well 25% energy shield, but it wouldn't reduce my maximum life. And we do want a lot of maximum life for the Infernalist, as we got the Hellhound, with more maximum life on the minions, with more maximum life on me. Then some damage is taking as fire damage and chaos damage. Ultimately, I'm looking to get more spirit, and I'm currently sitting at 1,000 life. That's already a lot of spirit bonus. That spirit gets multiplied upwards with what you have on your wand. If I end up with 1,500 life, which will be easy, divided by 25, we're sitting at 60 more spirit. And my scepter currently has a 38% spirit boost. We're getting another 82.8 spirit. That is 3 more clerics, 3 more archers, 3 skeletal brutes. So damn useful. Now let's talk about our gear. Bonus spirit can be 82 with 1000 spirit bulk life on me, but it wouldn't reduce my maximum life. And we do want a lot of maximum life. These 1, 2, 3, 4 points, because this is as well 25% to never bother with this, and also the increased energy shield plus minions revive faster. In my current state, I don't need these points anymore. And then we have our energy shields start early on, and 20% additional physical damage reduction. Generation to never bother with this, and also the increased energy shield plus minions revive faster. In my current state, I don't need these points anymore, so we have gone over the top instead of through the bottom, because we also needed to reach the right side with 40% more life on your minions, and we'll get revive faster too. Before you go to this cluster on the right side though, rather travel to the left, because on the left side you're getting elemental resistance to your minions, revive faster, and more area of effect, increasing your gas. And afterwards you can take a ton of maximum energy shield bonus. Sure, you'll reduce your maximum life, and that's a bit of a bummer, but getting this tons of energy shield to just stay on top is too good to say no to. I might consider kicking this out in the long run to just go the short route up, but we also wanted to have the Vile Mending very early for the more maximum minion life. Their life regenerates chaos resistance, and they get even more chaos resistance and take a lot of physical damage as chaos damage, making them surely more tanky. As a gem, we have in even more energy shield, and then we have our energy shield start recharging faster, because right now it's like 7 seconds or so before it starts recharging. Grim Renmans start earlier, and it starts just sooner with the dependable ward. And then we move all the way upstairs to minions have reduced reservation, because we don't want them to take up that much spirit, so we can summon more of them, and 20% additional physical damage reduction with a lot of damage, life, and elemental resistance. You generally want them to have a lot of life, because that deals more damage on your Hellhound and on your Infernal Legion. And just as an example,
Animo Swagger, antiperspirant dry spray, the body wash, get all the spices.
I'm going down south, I'm gonna have myself a time. I'm going down south, I'm gonna leave my woes behind. I'm going down south, I'm gonna see if I can unwind. I'm going down south, I'm gonna need some fire.
You mean?
Right, so the church should fall in line or fall in line? I don't think they should. I think that they... This is going to sound crazy, but I was uncomfortable with how much the church was involved with yesterday. I wish that wasn't the case. I'm not a fan. I don't like that. Right? I'm a fedora. Right? I'm a euphoric atheist fedora wearer. So I see that and I'm like, oh, geez. Right? Yeah, I'm a fedora. I am, yes. And so it's a Christian country. I think that the people that founded America, founded it on deist principles that were informed by Greek philosophy and Christian ideals. That's my opinion. But I don't think that they were explicitly Christians. So, I think that, like, that's true in a way, but not entirely. That's a fact, yeah. There were Gnostic Masons. Oh, shit. You make baby Jesus cry. The Jefferson Bible makes it clear that they were deists. Yeah. That's where, like, it's only Jesus' words or whatever. We have the freedom to practice religion, any religion, without being persecuted, but at the end of the day, this is a Christian nation. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way I see it, too. Thank you for reacting to my video, brother. Thanks, dream come true. Oh, this is the guy that made the video. Hey. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. He had to follow the stream an hour ago to watch. Yeah, bro, thanks for making it. I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you VIP. Yeah, there you go, man. The guy's based. Yeah, he was good. It was a good video, man. It was. And it's crazy how many of these controversies I get myself into, man. It really is. And definitely how many modern morals, like cheating, come from the Ten Commandments. Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like a lot of that kind of stuff makes sense, though, right?
Monsters that die while infected with contagion
that's how I
will
see
spread
it, more than anything. Have you heard the Echo into Heaven, which is the true lyrics, the American anthem? No, I haven't heard any of that. No idea. Free Palestine? I'm not sure really what Trump is going to do with that. Like, Trump yesterday said, like, it's not our war, we don't want to get involved. Which is like, I mean, I feel like that's the way a lot of Americans view it, is that, you know, some like foreign war, a lot of Americans just don't want to be involved in it, period, right? I mean, that's it. And I really hope that, this is what I hope is going to happen, and this isn't with Gaza or Palestine, but I really hope that things are going to go in the direction that it seems like Saudi Arabia is going, where they're really trying to make themselves more of a media capital of the world. And because, like, obviously, like, oil has, like, there's a lifespan to oil. And I totally support that, to be honest. Yeah, surely. No, I think that they are. I do. And I think that they're definitely doing that in order to improve, like, their public standing in, like, the eyes of other countries. No, they're not. Really? I think that they are. Yeah, I really do think so. They're sports watching. I think they are sports watching, and I support them doing it. Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, I totally support it. I think it's a great thing. Because in the same way that they'll influence our culture will also influence them. Yep, total support. You're totally ignorant, play video games all day, don't do actual research? Yeah, I'm sure that, I'm sure, yes, Saudi Arabia moving to make things more liberal, like, yeah, it's not like they haven't passed a bunch of laws recently to do that, like letting women drive, for example. I mean, no, of course not. It's not like MBS hasn't outwardly stated that he wanted to shift the way that the country's making money. No, he never said that at all. No, yeah, I'm sure. Wait, women can drive now? I remember, I had a friend of mine from Saudi Arabia, and he said that, he said that the reason why women couldn't drive is because no women showed up to film them driving. And I was like, yeah, man. I said, damn, is that right? He says, yeah, bro, like, they didn't even want to. This was like almost 10 years ago or so. Yeah. Was it couldn't drive? Yeah, I guess so, right? But like his family was like really rich, and so that was a little bit different for them. But yeah. Did you know in Trump's speech he talked about how he loved Hannibal Lecter? Any thoughts on this? That's an interesting, interesting thing. Yeah, I don't know. What about power projection? We're a martial society. We take pride in our ability to enforce our military mights on lesser countries to topple governments we deem to be undesirable. I think that a lot of... Oh, is this new? Is this not? I don't know if it's new or not. I don't think so. Jesus Christ, wrong channel? No, it's not happening. See? It says awaiting. Awaiting means it doesn't happen yet. It's very common here. Every family has a personal driver. They don't even need to drive. Yeah, I had an ex-girlfriend that bought a car. She bought a Mercedes, and it was like a really nice car. And so I asked her if she had learned how to drive, and she says no. So she bought herself this really expensive car. She didn't even know how to drive. Actually, you know what? You know what's really sad about that, now that I think about it? I've had two of them that have done that. They bought themselves cars and they didn't even know how to drive. But one of them now actually does know how to drive, so they drive themselves around. XQC? No, not XQC. Yeah, it was these girls. Different. Didn't XQC do that? He did. Emerald? Well, no, I mean, she has a license, she just doesn't know how to drive. That's different. Like, I'm talking about people that don't have a license. Yeah, it's two different things. The thing is that we actually, like, after Steak and Eggs, we went to go get food. And it was like me, Lakari, and Emmy. And me and Lakari went, and like Emmy drove over in her car. And she parked really close next to my car at the place that we were going to eat at. And I remember her staying there, and then she moved the car away from where she had originally parked next to my car to like be a space ahead of me. And I think that the reason why she did that is that she knew that I was about to get out of my car and take a picture of her parking job again and farm it on Twitter again. I saw her do that. I was like immediately gonna go and take a picture of it. Yeah, I was like, are you really doing this shit again? So you're doing that? Yeah. What do I drive? I just have I have a nice car now. I have a 2024 Mercedes. It's like a C300 or 350 or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it's a really nice car. I bought it maybe like 6 months ago. And before that, I had a 2001 Mustang. And so, yeah, I'm not really much of a car guy, but that's it. And a chick magnet? Well, I mean, maybe for a normal person. Yes, I'm not sure though. Let's see here. Where is it? I lent my friend's girlfriend a car. I gave her a timeline to be returned it. She returned it a month later after the timeline. Oh, just be glad you got it back at all. That's what I think. Yeah, there you go. Would you switch to an American car? I don't really have I don't have an allegiance like that. Yeah, I don't really care. Do you at least use your signals even though you drive a Mercedes? I always, okay, so I had a driver's license ever since I had a provisional license at 16, and I got my driver's license officially at 17. And so I've had a license for a very, very long time. And for my entire time, that's a BMW. Yeah, I don't know, but either way, Mercedes drivers are normal. Either way, I got into the habit of literally fucking never, ever breaking the law in any way while I'm driving. I always use my turn signals. I always slow down. I always stop at stop signs. I never speed over 10 miles over the speed limit. I even wear my seatbelt most of the time. And so I do, and the reason why is because I used to drive with no inspection or registration for the car, and even license sometimes too, because it would expire. And so, from my viewpoint, if I got pulled over, I would get in trouble, no matter what. So it's not like I get to have an argument with the cop over whether I ran the red light or not, or whether I stopped at a stop sign. I'm still getting a ticket no matter what. So my mentality was never get pulled over for any reason. That's my mindset. And even now when I'm driving, I'm always playing hide and seek with cops. So this is the way that they get you. They get you if they pull up behind you because they have a plate reader. So as long as you don't have the pull up directly behind you, the probability of you getting got is like super, super low. And like, it's even as far as when I drive around, I park anywhere, I almost never park in the front of any place. I park like 2 or 3 rows in the back because police officers generally park in the front. And if a police officer sees that and they see that you have an expired sticker, they could ticket your car or wait for you to come back out. So like, I have all of this totally fucking min-maxed out. And out of the 17 years that I've been driving, I've only been pulled over like 3 times. Yeah, like I have so many strats for this and everything. And cop watching right now. Yeah, well, maybe they'll know how I got around it. And how about the roundabouts? I hate whenever people don't use turn signals there. Yeah, I always use turn signals. Well, I'm just a safe driver because like I know also, and here's another component, right? And is that if I'm driving and, oh fuck, give me a minute. Hello? Hey. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Zach was always a little old grandma driving the car. He would drive me fucking insane. A buddy of mine came up with this term, lane loyalty. And you know when you come up to a light, there's 2 lanes there. One of them has 2 or 3 cars in it. The other one has 8 cars in it. If he's in the 8-car lane, he just stays there. We pull up, there's always a couple of snails up there, drifters that are off fucking with their phone or something. And so they drag ass through. We get up to the light is red. We gotta stop for it twice. And meanwhile, in that other lane, the car's just doing the fucking fastest. And he's up there behind some, snails, some slugs, on the highway. He stays behind them. He doesn't go around them. It drives you out of your mind to drive with him if you ever want to go somewhere and get there at any kind of time.
So
anybody who's right about the stickers, he had one on there was 2 years old.
Fuck him.
Now, if I do that, I get caught in 2 days.
Well, I don't know how, because you taught me whenever I was growing up, like, to always look for cops when we're driving around. I was like 7 years old, you're teaching me that.
I told you, spot the cop.
Yeah.
Spot the cop, Remember I told you with my old man when he taught me that game.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
I didn't spot the cop, what happened?
Well, you got beat.
I got punched in the head.
Yeah.
And and that's when I was still sitting in my baby seat back when they had those steering wheels.
Yeah.
I think I'll tell the assholes everywhere story.
No. I got look. It's getting ready to do this press conference. I got to be ready for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize I was on the phone with Steve.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, I'm sure he's having a good day.
Huh?
I'm sure he's having a good day.
7 degrees.
I mean about Trump getting elected and taking office.
Oh, Trump! Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
He's out of control. His right hand must be in a cast by now. Or in some kind of a wrap or something.
Yeah.
He's wearing his ass out on his hand.
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right, yo.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, there we go. Did I drive the same way? Yeah. And it goes, what is this here? It's broken? No, I mean, it's been I mean, I feel like this time around, like the day one for Trump was exactly what people wanted it to be. Whereas like before, I feel like it was not that hype. Like this one is way more hype. There's way more content. He's popping off way more. Like, yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that's the way I think a lot of people were thinking about it. Day one was a W. Yeah, big W. You know what I'm saying? Big on the adrenaline type of guy, or at least not anymore. I just don't want to get in a wreck. That's all. Yeah, that's it to me. But yeah, well, you did nothing on day one that helps us. Well, it's not about helping us. It's about doing things that he said that he would do. Like, that's what I mean. Because I feel like that was the biggest point of contention. What's happening now because of Trump? I don't see a live stream of him. We're waiting on, so apparently there's going to be a press conference he's doing. I guess he's late. Maybe he's working or something like that. But yeah. Check out the stream. No, I'm waiting for it. It'll be there. His inauguration felt like a game launch. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot. I mean, I do think that it was like absolute like pinnacle showmanship to go on in front of the stage and sign executive orders like banning, like different like random stuff, to do it on stage and then throw the markers out at people that were there. Like, that's massive fucking showmanship, right? It was so good. Yeah, it was. Absolutely. What is this here? Oh God, this guy. He sent 200,000 fans home and moved it inside. Well, I think he had to because it was really fucking cold, right? I feel like that's what makes sense. They always give out the pins. Yeah, but they don't usually give out the pins in a massive stadium in front of a huge audience. Like, he turned it into a massive spectacle. Not even reading the Biden letter? Well, no, he didn't want to read it in front of other people because they were going to try to figure out what it said, and he didn't know if it was confidential or not. That's the reason why Trump didn't want to read it out. I think that's smart. Like, I wouldn't have done that either. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's private, bro. Like, I thought we already came to the conclusion a week ago that leaking DMs was bad. And now you want him to do it? How does that work? Yeah, he doesn't want stream ban? Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. Drone alien information? Yeah, I guess so. I'm surprised he didn't have one of those t-shirt launchers. No, maybe next time he will. Broke his audience by 200K and the people whining ass this man's fucking throwing pens. Yeah. It just got leaked that Trump is holding a press conference to announce a mandate on feeding crows peanuts and hard-boiled eggs. Okay. Yeah, so that's great. Well, hopefully this is going to happen soon, and yeah, I guess we're just waiting for it. And there it is. Starting private conversations. Sharing private conversations as spite is definitely bad. My viewpoint is that if any private conversation that I had with somebody got leaked, everybody would just be like, yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh boy, yeah, I mean, it's just basically, you can basically just think of me, but a little bit more unfiltered. I knew it. Yeah, exactly. It sounds like him. Big updates for No Rest for the Wicked soon. They're adding classes and ascendancies. That's exciting. I haven't played that game for a while. I didn't even finish the beta. Maybe I should make a new character and play it again. Elon's character was playing during the inauguration. I don't know if you saw that. I did. I didn't really think it was that newsworthy, considering that we all know for a fact that he admitted that he wasn't playing the character, right? I mean, it's like that's done. That's finished. It's over. Yeah, I thought Elon's character died. It did, but then he got another one. That's my understanding. Did you see the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 roadmap? No, I haven't seen that yet. I don't think you're allowed to show YouTube chat on your Twitch stream. Never heard of that before. Bro, this is the kind of stuff. These are the people that get banned in like my in my stream, and they're like, "What do you mean what did I get banned for? What are you talking about? I got banned. What happened to freedom? What did I say wrong? What's that?" Making up bullshit. Yeah, I guess so. Do you think Elon Salut's cause for concern are just being overblown? Totally overblown, in my opinion. And I think people are already going to move past it. The thing is with Trump, one of the big factors with Trump is that with him, there's always going to be something new. The lefties aren't. They're going to move past it so fast. Trust me. Like, because he's going to start, like, think about what's going to happen in 3 days. Do you really think that Trump isn't going to do something in 3 days that'll upset them? They're going to totally forget about this. Yeah, it's just nothing, right? It's like, oh yeah, he did this hand signal, who gives a fuck, right? Like, people are not going to focus on this and hyper fixate on it for more than like a couple of days. People are just talking about this now because there's nothing else to talk about. It's hard to keep track of the bullshit. Yeah, exactly. 3 days, more like 3 minutes, yeah. IGN just dropped the returning Monster Hunter for Monster Hunter Wild. I need to actually get that rank up to kill that fucking Fatalis boss, man. So yeah. I'm sure it'll be forgotten within a week. Yeah, exactly. It's great for Trump because people are focused on Elon instead of what he can do. I mean, I don't know about that. I think it really depends, right? But I think it's probably annoying for him to have that stuff happen. But I don't think he really gives that much of a fuck about it either way. Media lost a lot of value and or control of the narrative when it became too fast to follow. It's a volume problem. I think also it's just that the problem now, and this is kind of what's happened, is that media has become so, I think it's become so, what's the word for it? So partisan. What ended up happening is that because the media became so partisan, people don't believe it anymore. Basically, it's polarized. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's the real reason why you see a lot of people, like, not believing anything in the media at all. XQC told Trainwrecks to bring back Scuff podcast. Bro, I remember every Thursday. I remember that so well. I've got that. Did Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 get woke? Well, there's a black person in it, so I guess so. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna play it anymore. I heard you can also be gay? What the fuck? Jeez. I don't know, what did the videos pause? Oh, really? Oops. Let me refresh. It's my bad. Okay. All right, we didn't miss anything. Have you heard about the LGBT movement? Call it codename. No, I don't even know what the hell that is. Wait till people find out that there were gay people in the first one already. They'll lose their minds. I think that the Kingdom Come Deliverance drama is completely ridiculous, and I think that people will look back on the Kingdom Come Deliverance drama as embarrassing, because I think it is. It's embarrassing that it happened. It's retarded. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just talking to Trump on the phone? No, I don't know. Probably not. Most people are pissed at the fact that he was dodging the question. Yeah, but again, I think that that's a conclusion that's drawn to. I think we should punch Nazis, but I guess that's just me. I don't think you should punch anybody. Now, the only reason to punch somebody is for self-defense. No, you don't need. That's actually it's literally against the law. Like, if you go and you punch somebody because you think they're a Nazi, you go to jail. And that's the way it should be. Just because you don't like what somebody's saying doesn't mean you get to punch them. Oh.
Announce a massive new infrastructure initiative on his first full day.
All right, hopefully it's going to be soon. You see the Destiny drama? Your common age like fine wine? I haven't really talked about the Destiny drama because I think that it's... Look, Destiny's getting accused of things that are crimes in some states. Like, revenge porn is a crime in some states. It's not a crime in other states. And, same with illegal recordings without their consent, etc. So, and I know what happened. I read a little bit about it. Destiny is, like, I will say that the girl filing a lawsuit is meaningful. Like, I would take that seriously. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, Destiny, he did it for sure. I don't know. I have no idea. So they gotta figure that out with the court. That's not my problem. I'm not the court, bro. Like, I can't figure that shit out. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'll let the court decide. He literally admitted it? I don't know. But anyway, I'd have to look and see more of it then. Worst problem is Destiny shared the photos. He shouldn't have. Okay, I'll tell you this. I don't think that you should share photos of somebody who you were in a relationship with that are intimate photos. Like, whether they're nudes or not, like any photo or something like that, it's kind of like just like a worse version of sharing DMs. So, like, you shouldn't do that. I've never done that. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, right? Yeah, I don't think you should do that. So, I mean, if he did that, it was a bad decision. If he didn't do that, then hopefully he gets exonerated and, sues the girl for defamation. That's the way I see it. But, and I know, obviously, like, again, like, Destiny's been, like, very critical of me recently, which is fine. It would be very easy for me to, like, make videos and, like, be like, oh, Destiny, like, did this, and, like, this is this guy that doesn't like me, and look at what he's doing. I'm not going to do that. I think it's just a bad situation, really, and so I'd let the courts decide and figure it out. And at the end of the day, like, I'm not a judge. I'm not the court. I'm not the law. I'm not Batman. That's it. So that's all there is to it. Same with Tectone. Yeah, same with Tectone. Same with a bunch of other people too. Like, I don't want to get into too much more of that because it's like a lot of weird stuff. But yeah, that's it. Thank you, man. You're right. Yeah. What do you call it? The era of me doing that is kind of over. And devour him for content, feast on his suffering now. You seem to always go easy on that weird dude Destiny. I think that people also oftentimes think that going easy on someone is not actively criticizing and hating on them for doing something that you might disagree with. So like, I feel like I feel like it's a bad idea to go hard on a person for being that person or not. I think that you should look at what's happening and like the situation itself, look at the facts in the situation and evaluate that and come to the best conclusion rather than base it off of a person's prior behavior. So yeah, that's it. Have you seen NCSoft canceled Horizon MMO? No, I didn't see that. I think people get too personal with streamers and their affairs. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not gonna, again, like, it's personal stuff. It doesn't have anything to do with stream. You know, I guess, like, for him it does, kind of, but, like, I just, again, want to stay out of it. That's it. How becoming Batman for content? Yeah, everyone got so self-righteous in the last 10 years. Yeah. I actively want to, like, de-escalate that. Like, just on a mass scale, they de-escalate these self-righteous virtue signaling on social media. And I feel like the best way for me to do that is to do that with people that I stand to gain if they look bad. So that's the way I see it. They're live on trans on women's sports? No, I don't think so. Yeah, let's see. MMORPGs, the real pioneers of social media? Yeah, they are. And your opinion on Tecto's illegal access to in-field beta drama? Illegal access to a beta for a gacha game? What? Well, he did that? Oh my god, does Twitter know about that? Shut the fuck up. You fucking retarded? Take your meds. Take your meds, man. Like you go, don't put yourself in that situation. Yeah, don't put yourself in that situation. It's not necessary. You said the R word? Which one? There's a lot of them. Has Trump already initiated his anti-woman shit? Yeah, we're expecting, like, hopefully they get rid of the 19th Amendment today. You know, we did the 14th yesterday, so hopefully if we get rid of that one today, then after that we can get rid of abortion and, you know, a couple other things. Just kind of get back to the way it's supposed to be, right? But, yeah, we'll see what happens. The next project, 2025, yeah, exactly. Which executive order are you most excited about? Honest answer is that I'm most excited about him ordering a lot of the departments to look at cost of living problems that average Americans have. I think that's the one that actually matters the most. And that's the one that has the most meaning and value. And other than that, I feel like, obviously, like, you know, you'd probably expect me to say, like, oh, the DEI one or something like that. Like, I mean, like, yeah, it's important, and I'm, like, really glad about that. But at the end of the day, like, putting food on the table and living your life is the most important. Bring back cheeseburgers for $1. Yeah. Turn us down a little bit. For me, it was the war with Mexico one. Yeah, I mean, I think that's I don't know about war with Mexico. I feel like that's not exactly what's happening, but yeah. What are these amendments for European? They're like, it's like the 10 Commandments, like things that like are rules. Damn, are those all birds?
Oh.
Those are drones, yeah. How much Spanish do you know? None. I have no interest in learning any language I have no interest in learning any language other than American. Speak American, that's it. Based, yeah. It's just how it is. Birds don't exist, those were drones. You think so? People don't have a grasp on how bad fentanyl is until it affects someone that they know personally. I feel like fentanyl is really bad. And fentanyl affects a lot of people, but I think cost of living affects more. And so, like, I can see what you're saying, though. Like, I mean, I don't think that there's a wrong answer to what I'm saying, right? But that's just what I think is important. Those are the crows? Yeah. they're there for the hard-boiled eggs. What's the difference between American and English language? American is just a little bit better. That's just about it. Other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Like, the English, sometimes they, like, you know, they put, like, extra words and stuff, like color, like C-O-L-L, like, there's, like, a U in color. No, there's not. Stop it. Right, it's just wasting time. But, yeah, other than that, yeah, pay block, sidewalk, yeah, exactly. Is Trump finishing up his Marvel Rivals match before the conference? Why would a bunch of rich people ever solve the problems of poor people? It doesn't make sense. Well, why? I mean, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, to me, like, if I ever got in office, that's what I would do. Because, like, at that point, you've already won, right? I mean, you've already won, so you might as well help people. Fuck them.
It is good to see you.
Yeah, that's it. I don't have, like, any sort of allegiance to anybody other than, you know, what I think is the right thing.
It seems.
Yeah, because you voted him in? Exactly. Did he talk yet? No, he didn't. We're waiting on him. Waiting on Orange Man. So you condone words like Skibidi Toilet, Ohio Yacht? Yeah, sure, I don't care what people say. I don't think that Skibidi Toilet is any more or less cringe than Skeet Skeet. I feel like it's just a new generation of dumb kids trying to come up with their own vocabulary because they're trying to be their own person in their own generation. I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. I don't criticize them. I don't shit on them. I think it's funny to laugh at, right? Gucci Gang, yeah, they're just kids, man. Let kids be kids. How do you explain Trump's future generations? I don't know. Yeah, it depends on what happens, right? Core memory unlocked. Yeah. It's always cringe though. Oh yeah, of course it's cringe because like now we're adults and so like it's what kids do, and so of course it'd be cringe to do what kids do.
Now, all those who drowned in the flooding, I would appreciate it.
Baron will explain it to him. Yeah. Do you think his son will be president in the near future? I think that's definitely possible. But right now, I don't think that there's like a high probability of it happening. I feel like, you know, a lot of people's opinion on J.D. Vance really improved a lot after his first debate. So if you're going to look at somebody to run for president after this, I feel like J.D. Vance would probably be the main guy that people would expect to see. Yeah, and also, like, you have someone like Ron DeSantis, too, where, I mean, he had, like, a lot of, like, there were some issues that he had with Trump, and like problems that he had with Disney too in Florida, but I think that overall people like Ron DeSantis too. And like Vivek, I think Vivek is really, like, I'm gonna be real, I think Vivek has a massive uphill battle to win as president. I would love to see Vivek and J.D. Vance run together. I would love to see that. But I think that if, like, I think it's because he's Indian, honestly. I do. I think that a lot of people wouldn't vote for him because he's Indian. And so, like, no, I mean, I think that's it. I think it's a huge component. And I would, no, I'm not saying, like, who would, but I'm talking about, like, generalities. And I feel like also it's like a nerf for, like, you know, like that Democrat guy, Pete Buttigieg, like, he's gay. I think that's also a pretty big debuff, too. Because, like, everybody can act like they care about, like, oh, yeah, we're like, progressive and everything, but the reality is that there's a lot of people that actually are not progressive and they don't have those viewpoints. And, yeah, it's a nerf. It's a debuff, for sure. Wasn't Barack Obama a Muslim? Well, he was an atheist Muslim, so it's a little bit different. He was a gay atheist Muslim with a transsexual wife named Mike. And he was born in Kenya. And he wanted to make America communist. Obviously. They're all true? Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. I love how they'll clip this and take it serious. Yeah. Can't argue with that. Yep. Now you're speaking my language, for sure, brother. Vivek made his millions taking a bad drug, changing its name, selling it again as new. That was a scammer move with the help people. He didn't create anything.